Hey everybody, I know I haven't been on video in quite literally months, but it's for a very good reason. If you don't already know, after a year and a half of writing, dozens of interviews, and hundreds of hours of work, our book, Running Remote, just came out, which I am so excited about. Here it is, right here, in my hands. I literally got it like 2 hours ago. I'm so excited to be able to finally get this out to everyone in the remote work community that has been asking me about it for quite literally 6 months. So as I said, we've been working on this book for over a year and a half with HarperCollins leadership, and I'm so excited to finally get it out into the real world. It kind of feels weird to literally hold it, to be honest with you, and it's been a long time coming. I wanted to give you a full breakdown of what's in the book, why it's something that's important to me and hopefully you, and what I hope this book can achieve to help save remote work. First off, what's in the book? Well, I tell people all the time that I've had the pleasure of interacting with, in my opinion, more remote work leaders than I think anyone on the planet. And because of that, I've spoken to hundreds of 7, 8, and 9-figure remote first founders and operators, and I found one single thing that they all had in common. You probably know what it is if you're watching this YouTube channel on a regular basis. They all used this weird management philosophy that I'm calling asynchronous management to build their teams. Even though some may know asynchronous work in the remote work world, we discovered that effectively the operating system that runs the majority of successful remote teams is basically unknown outside of communities like ours. So we decided to not just make a book on whether you should actually use Zoom or Slack, but more specifically understanding the underpinning management philosophy that actually produces repeatable, successful remote teams at scale. So this is the book that I wish that I had in March of 2020. Probably a lot of you know that February of 2020, 4% of the US workforce was working remotely. And by March, it was 45%. And I felt like everyone was proverbially drowning around me. And I had the literal life preserver, which is jumping on a 2-hour call with them saying, hey, everything's gonna be okay, and literally helping them through remote work. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have 2 hours of my time times the entire population of planet Earth. So this book is now acting as that life preserver to be able to help people to say, hey, you know what? There is a different way of doing it. It's not just about working from home, which is what the majority of people think it's about. It's actually about remote work. And this book lays that entire process out from A to Z. And we're seeing a huge drop in remote work right now. I know that we always try to look at kind of the positive side of remote work, particularly in communities like Running Remote, but the reality is that we are losing the proverbial battle when it comes to remote work adoption. A lot of people are going back to the office, and for people that don't really understand that, hey, you know what? It's not actually you as a manager, it's specifically that you weren't running the right operating system. You didn't have the right managerial philosophy. And this book specifically lays that out from point to point to point. So I'm really excited about getting it out to those people because those are the people that we want to help as much as possible. So the last point here is, how can you actually help? Well, if you want to help, first off, if you haven't already picked up a copy of Running Remote, go to runningremotebook.com or go to Amazon to pick it up. Also, if your organization is interested in deploying asynchronous management, go to the website and message me about what your problems are so that I can actually help you out. This is something that, again, it is a book, but this is more a managerial philosophy that we're trying to get out into the real world. And it's gonna require a lot more than just a book to be able to get a lot more people activated when it comes to remote work. Also, if you have friends who've tried remote work and it wasn't for them, this book is specifically designed to show them why they didn't succeed and how to fix it as quickly as possible. So sharing is caring. During the next few weeks, if you can give me a friendly review on Amazon or share about the book on your social media, that would also be incredibly helpful. Again, I want to get this book out to everyone that literally said, hey, you know what? Remote work isn't necessarily for me. And in comparison, I want to actually show them that remote work isn't the problem, but it's how you do it that is. And this book has the answer. Thanks a lot for helping me. I would not be able to actually get this book deal done and get this book produced if it wasn't for the subscribers on this YouTube channel and the people that attend the Running Remote conference and even kind of look at our content for free. This has been such a huge project that we've been working on over the last year and a half. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And again, if you're interested in the book, go check it out. It's pretty nice. See you in the next video.